So the area is the distance around, opposite of what I just said. The area is the distance inside of a shape, and the perimeter is, yep, so if you walk along a garden fence, that's the perimeter. If you go inside the fence and you walk around inside of the fence, that is the area. And so there's two ways to find the area, and there's one way to find the perimeter. So perimeter's easy, you just add all the sides together. So if you have a rectangle that is 7 by 3, you just say 7 plus 3 plus 7 plus 3. That's it. So the answer would be 7 plus 3 is 10, 17, 20. 20, and then we'll say this is a feet. 20 feet. So that's easy. The area, every shape has its own formula for area. So for example, if we have this same rectangle, they're only going to usually in area give you 2 of the measurements, but we know something about rectangles. This side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. So if this side is 7, we know this side is 7, and if this side is 3, we know this side is 3. So for area of a rectangle, we just do length times width. This is the length, and going up and down is the width. So what is our length of this shape, Miss Lila?
The length is 7 and the width is 3.
Yeah. So we do 7 times 3. So the first thing we do is we write the formula. Then we plug in the numbers. Then we do the math. There is a 4th step. I'll tell you what the 4th step is after this. So 7 times 3 is 21. Step 4 is to write the label. The label is feet. Now, that's what we did here, right? Step 1 was to add all the sides together, and then step 2 was to just write that it's feet or inches or meters or centimeters. When you have area, you write a little 2 up above here, and that means squared. This is just regular feet, and this means feet squared. And it's a little 2 above the T or the meter, so you would do meters squared, inches squared, and it's just a little baby 2. Stands for squared.
What does squared mean?
Squared means that it is double. So if you have 5 squared, that means 5 times 5. So this just means units squared. You double it. And that's just how we show it. It's just something to know. Now, there's also another thing that you can do to figure out area. Perimeter, you just add the sides together, you label the answer. You can also do, on page 93, they're asking you how much is the area of this shape. And you see that they didn't give you how many it was like I did in the previous example. But what you do is you just count the squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We can do that. Or we can go, oh, that is way too much work. There's 3 across, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going up and down. So then you just do 7 times 3 equals 21. Okay, now we have this shape right here, number 3, and then we have number 4. So they're showing you both types of examples. This one you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2. 5 times 2 is 10 yards squared. Now, if we do 16 times 4, this one, basically what they didn't do was split this up into the 4 and the 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's the same thing. They just didn't split this one up. They just told you what the answer was. So basically what they're saying is if we split this up, it would be 4 going this way and it would be 16 going this way. Make sense? Okay. So in this example, they want you to find the perimeter, then they want you to find the area. So we know perimeter is just adding all the sides together. And if this side is 7, then this side is 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. And if this side is 2, then this side is 2. So then we say 14 plus 2 plus another 2 is 18. And the label is feet. Then for area, we know it's length times width. So that's 7 times 2 is 14. Make sense? Okay. Awesome. So then for this one, they want you to find this odd shape. Now this is a little trickier. Before it fit perfectly into our squares, right? But this doesn't. So do you see this part right here is half of a square and this part is half of a square? These two together are going to equal 1. So far we know that it's 1. And then this one is bigger than a half. You see this is a little bit bigger. This is a half. It's a little bit bigger. So we're going to say that plus this little piece probably equals about 1. And so you're just going to kind of play with it to try to figure out these little pieces. This plus this is another 1. And then maybe this plus this is another 1. And then maybe this plus this is another 1, or maybe this plus this is another 1. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's fine. You just try to take a guess of how many of these odd ones are there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you see right here, it says it's estimated area 14 to 15. So if you messed up, like you thought that these two should go together, it's fine. It's just about. You just try to do your best to combine these odd shaped ones to make it into a whole one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this one, it's the same thing, actually. Okay, let's do a word problem because those are always a little intimidating for people. So this one is Paula wants to paint one of the walls in her room blue. The wall measures 5 meters by 3 meters. What is the area of the wall? So we know area equals length times width. Our length is 5 and our width is 3. So then we multiply that together. It's 15. And then what is our label here? Is it feet, inches, meters, centimeters, miles? What is it?
Meters.
So we put an M. and then we put the little 2 here. So 15 meters squared. All right. So that is the first thing that you will be practicing. So we will leave it at that for our math this week.